to fly this aircraft, gained all the knowledge that is required about the systems of the aircraft, the ejection seat, and a lot of other things. I came to know that my instructor is going to be one flying officer, Nitin Gupte. Flying officer with over 4 years of service, very young. But his reputation has traveled well ahead before he arrived there. And I knew that he had 1,000 hours of flying on the MiG-21, which is one of the most famous fighter aircraft produced in the world in maximum numbers of Soviet origin. And on top of it, he was a master green pilot. That means he could fly in any weather conditions in India. So I was very proud that I was going to learn flying from an instructor of such caliber, very young person. So why I'm saying this, the reputation, spoken reputation is very important. So when I met him in real life, in the squadron where I was to commence my flying in the last stage, jet training, I found him to be a very nice person. He would be always, cutting jokes and pulling legs, a very amiable person. But when it came to flying, he was absolutely strict. Nothing, no quarter given. He made sure that I genned up on the aircraft systems, everything so thoroughly that I used to get 100% marks in any test he gave. So I was ready to fly. The first sortie is called the Air Experience Sortie, where everything is demonstrated by the instructor. So I was apprehensive but not very worried because I knew everything is going to be done by my instructor. So he took me to the aircraft and showed me the aircraft around, how to inspect the aircraft before you fly, made me sit on the ejection seat. Ejection seat is a seat which is fitted with rocket motor and with cartridges which can be used to catapult you out of the aircraft in case of an emergency, in case the aircraft is unserviceable or is stricken or crippled. So he showed me everything, startup, taxi, and he took me to the takeoff point. He did a demonstration on takeoff, climb out, and took me to the sector where he performed aerobatics and all sorts of maneuvers. So I felt very thrilled, and then he gave me the controls. Well, Arup, you have the controls and you fly. So I flew the aircraft and I found that it was very easy to fly that aircraft after having flown the HT-2, which is the most difficult aircraft, as I mentioned. So I was very happy we were returning. And when you return to land at a height of 1,000 feet above the ground, at a distance of 10 kilometers from the runway on which you are showing me how to land, the engine suddenly quit. The engine failed. So he told me that engine has failed, get ready to eject. That means I have to use the ejection seat in my very first sortie in this aircraft to get out safely. So as I got ready to pull the handle to initiate the ejection seat operations, I kept looking at him. He tried to relight the engine which failed. By then we had lost another 300 feet. We were down to 700 feet above the ground. The aircraft had no engines, it was gliding. And then he tried to jettison the canopy so that I could eject without the canopy. So that also failed, and he told me to eject through the canopy. I hesitated for a few seconds because it was not very safe to eject through the canopy. And immediately thereafter, there was a huge blast of air. I knew the ejection seat, that I could fire my ejection seat because the canopy has flown off. And as I pulled the handle, I got catapulted out of the aircraft at an acceleration of 25 times the Earth's gravity. That means the force was acting from my head to toe. The blood from my head and my eyes had gone down to the lower limbs. So my brain stopped functioning, I blacked out, my eyes couldn't see anything. And thereafter, there was a sudden jerk and my parachute opened, and I got my senses back, my sight back, and I could see that I was descending through the air smoothly with the parachute open. I looked ahead for my instructor's parachute. I didn't see any. I looked further ahead, I found smoke emanating from the ground where the aircraft had crashed, and it was on fire. So as I came close to the ground, I took the correct posture, which was taught by my instructor, and I landed safely. I quickly I untangled myself from the parachute and started walking towards the crashed aircraft to look for my instructor. And after about 700 meters down, that path, I found my instructor lying on the ground on his back in great pain. So I knew that he is very badly injured. I kneeled down or bent down to see what was wrong with him. That was the time his face lit up. He was so happy. He hugged me and said, Arup, I'm very happy that you are in one piece. There are no injuries. You have come out from this ordeal safe and sound. That is the kind of bonding, you had between instructor and a people pilot. He actually had serious injuries. He took about 3 months to come back to flying. I took 7 days, and I finished flying with my course and got commissioned. When he returned after 3 months, he asked me, Arup, have you been to the section where this parachute and the ejection seat is serviced? I said, no, I never thought of that. It didn't strike my mind that way. He said, come along. We went to the section where the parachute is serviced and the ejection seat is serviced and the cartridges are put. So he found out the people, the air warriors who maintained this aircraft, did this servicing on the ejection seat and the parachute. We profusely thanked them, these two air warriors who had serviced our aircraft. The lesson that I learned from this, the most important lesson in my life as a young cadet to become an officer, that giving credit to each member of the team for whatever they do is extremely important. That is how team spirit is built up. That is how you can build very good relations in terms of human resources. The team building is extremely important in any activity, especially in the military. Also, reputation is very important. Your reputation, if it is good, it will travel ahead of you and people will be there to receive you. But if the reputation is not good, the reverse will happen. Third, he is the ethics and responsibility. He knew that I was under his care as a cadet. My life was more important than his. He did not eject before me.
Correct.
He made sure that he ejected after I was safe. And in the process, he actually injured himself. So in our service, we take an oath every day as a cadet that honor, welfare, and the safety of my nation comes first. The honor, welfare, and safety of my subordinates come next. My own honor, safety, welfare comes last, always and every time. So this is the lesson I learned right in the beginning about leadership, team building, giving credit to people, and having a good reputation. Thank you.
Sir, I'm sure that you've been a winner all through your career, all through your life. You've served the nation because of the blessings of your mother, as you were talking about your mother. And I think even she's not physically present with you, she's there with you, and she will be there with you till the last. And I'm so thankful to have you on stage with us. And now is the time to do the honors. I would request Shri B.B. Chatterjee, President, the Bengal Chamber, and Shri Deb A. Mukherjee, President Designate, the Bengal Chamber. Thank you, sir.
May I request you to invite all the ladies in the women in my life?
That is an honor. Please, could we have all
Lily,
of you
my wife.
Please come on stage.
Please come.
I would request Shri Arup Raha's family to be here with him on this memorable moment. Please come. Please come. Say something. Can we have an applause for Shri Arup Raha and his family, please? Thank you.
Let me tell you, sir, it's as the President of the Bengal Chamber of Commerce, it's an honor and a privilege for the Chamber to bestow the Lifetime Achievement Honor to you. God bless you, sir, and the family.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I echo the sentiments of my president.
Thank you so much. This was indeed a moment to be cherished. And I really thank Mr. B.B. Chatterjee, Honorable President of the Bengal Chamber, and Shri Deb A. Mukherjee. Can we have a round of applause for this particular moment. The Bengal Chamber of Commerce and Industry is proud to present the Lifetime Achievement Award to Shri Arup Raha. I would request the clapping to continue, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Lifetime Award section that we are doing right now. Yes. A moment memorable indeed. The Bengal Chamber of Commerce and Industry is felicitating Shri Arup Raha with the Lifetime Achievement Award for his contribution to the nation. Thank you. Sir, Gurujan, there. This calls for a photo opportunity once again for me. Can you come a little closer so that we can all fit in one frame? Thank you so much, sir. Please. Thank you. Sir, it's a pleasure. It's an honor, sir. Honor. I would request Shri B.B. Chatterjee, President of the Bengal Chamber, to please stay just for a while. Ladies and gentlemen, this was indeed a pleasure and honor for me. We all have witnessed the spirit of motherhood tonight, and to see Shri Arup Raha on stage, this added to the mileage of the whole program. I'm so thankful to Bengal Chamber. With this, I would like to sign off for tonight. I wish you all the very best, and to sum it up, I would just ask Honorable President Shri B.B. Chatterjee, the Bengal Chamber, to deliver the vote of thanks. Thank you so much. Stay blessed. And I beg your pardon. I would also want to invite Shri Deb A. Mukherjee, President Designate, the Bengal Chamber, to please join Shri B.B. Chatterjee, sir. And I would request them to say a few words as a vote of thanks.
We shall jointly propose a vote of thanks. It has been absolutely, I think the President would agree with me, a spectacular event. A celebration, I would say, Dada, a celebration of excellence, of achievers. And the Chamber feels proud to honor the mothers of these achievers. And it's indeed a spectacularly and very, very well curated program. And the person, I think, who now deserves the real credit And a huge round of applause is the Master of Ceremonies, the person who curated the program, Shahib Chatterjee. And I think he has done absolutely a brilliant job.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much
Thank you,
indeed
sir.
from the chamber side. Would you
Thank
like
you,
to add
thank you.
anything?
Thank you. Thank you for being here and wish you all the best, all the mothers on this happy Women's Day. Take care, stay happy. Thank you.
Sir, I would also want to, just one more moment, please. I would ask all the people who've been backstage. And আমরা জানি যে কি হয় যখন সিনেমা বানাই তখন আমরা জানি যে হিরোকে দেখছি, হিরোইনকে দেখছি, আর্টিস্টদের দেখছি, পেছনে যারা ছবিটা বানাচ্ছেন তাদেরকে দেখছি কোথায়। They are the main people, trust me. So I would request Nabomita and everyone to please come on the dais. আরে আপনি আসুন। আরে আমাদের প্রেসিডেন্ট সাহেব ডাকছেন আপনাদের সকলকে, প্লিজ কাম এন্ড জয়েন আস। You all deserve an applause from a lovely audience. Ladies and gentlemen, can I request the whole team to come up on stage? The whole team who worked behind the scenes. Yes.
Hello. Thank you, Mr. Chatterjee.
Sir.
President Sir, President Designate Sir, thank you for your valued advice. And obviously, big kudos to my two colleagues, Shreya and Nabomita, without whose unstinted support. And how can I forget the role that the sports committee has played, Mr. Shubroto Dotto, chairperson of the committee, and all the other committee members. I would not be taking their names. The 12 or 13 of them have played a tremendous part in making this possible today. Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. This was all, ladies and gentlemen. Ratna Gorba 2020. Stay blessed. Keep smiling. Good night. Thank you. Thank you. Okay.